tutty, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time today. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And, Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
So the Ole Miss Rebels offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. To the 15. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Georgia. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me.
Oh, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Looking for a productive play on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Looking for a man. It's Sullivan. Right on target this time. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode and the QB...
Racing to the right. Past the 20. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get out of that.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And the Dogs with the 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Back to pass, it's Kane. Finds the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down. The Bulldogs get it past the sticks.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the move, he fires. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They've got the screen set up. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Bulldogs. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Just a short pass to the tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Rebels will have it first and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. The back goes in motion. on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. And the Rebels are rolling down the field. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Quick release on the RPO. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Dropping back, it's Sullivan. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Tackle is made after the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to run it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. From the gun. Pocket starts to collapse. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Finds a crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Off play action on 1st down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. Touchdown, Dogs. And once he got loose, it was all over. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Back to throw, it's Sullivan. He's got it down the middle. He breaks a tackle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Going up top on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20s. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Got his man in the middle, and the ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gives him the big stiff arm. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The snap sets up the throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
He's going to pass on second down. Extending the play. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there today in Oxford. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught-Hemingway.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Getting some heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pressure coming. On the run, fires downfield. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The play action fake. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Handoff to the lone back. Nice move to stay on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Chang. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, it's Sullivan. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
And I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. The inside handoff. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit...
Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 2nd down after that incompletion. Running back searching for a hole. On the move is the 30. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And on 2nd down for this offense. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
and the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Rebels want to move quickly. Looking to throw at Sullivan. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there. And he stopped from getting the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. A first down run in the red zone. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They're going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game one.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, the ground game. At the 45, on his way. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it first and 10 outside the 30.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will. That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. After the big first down sack, it's second down. They're trying to get to him. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got his man in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. To throw, it's Sullivan. Buying some time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. First down here for the offense. They run the reverse. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll leave it with him. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. And the offense just going to spike it here. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock.
It's 2nd down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's Sullivan. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Georgia! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop and keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll throw it on 1st down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another...